An estimated 2.5 million students are graduating in May nationwide, and with employers only offering jobs to roughly 20% of their classes, students need a career fair like this one to help give them an extra leg up. Heart disease is a top killer for both men and women in West Virginia, but biking on a regular basis can significantly lower blood pressure and high cholesterol levels, as well as increase aerobic exercise, which can help protect that ticker. But to help look after your head, don't forget your helmet. West Virginia is #1 in the nation for both obesity and heart disease. But with a little bit of exercise and the proper diet, you can remain fit and healthy. But certain major stereotypes are starting to break down, and getting a degree in something like theater or law is becoming more widely acceptable for both men and women. I'm Julia Day. Straight ahead on WVU News, I'll tell you why West Virginia students are participating in sit-ins and signing petitions. WVU News starts now. Thanks, Taylor. Nearly 69% of West Virginia residents are overweight, and cycling can reduce the risk of coronary heart disease and diabetes. But as I found out, cycling has many more benefits. WVU cyclist Brock Dennis has been biking almost all of his life.
I've been biking since I was 3 or 4 years old. My dad got me into it.
Dennis is no stranger to placing first for the WVU cycling team and is serious about pursuing cycling as a career.
It's a real big passion of mine. I've spent a lot of time and effort and money in this sport, and I'm good at it. So it's something that I strive to do well in and hopefully go pro soon.
Dennis rides 15 to 20 hours a week, and when he's riding, he's on Morgantown's rail trail.
You know, one of the nicer features of Morgantown is the rail trail network. You know, here in the city we have about 8 miles of rail trails, but that's just part of a much larger network that extends about 50 miles in total.
Jumping on a bike can be beneficial to something other than your waistline. Spending about half an hour a day biking can cut your risk of heart disease in half. Heart disease is a top killer for both men and women in West Virginia, but biking on a regular basis can significantly lower blood pressure and high cholesterol levels, as well as increase aerobic exercise, which can help protect that ticker. But to help look after your head, don't forget your helmet. Biking is also a great way to burn some calories. When pedaling at a rate of 15 miles per hour, it's possible to burn approximately 650.
I would definitely recommend biking. It's a great way to stay in shape.
And if it's a rainy day in Morgantown and the rail trail is a little slippery, hop on a stationary bike at the gym. Adults are advised to exercise for at least 2.5 hours a week. While that may seem like a lot of time, riding a bicycle for just 20 minutes a day can be a fun and easy way to work up the sweat and shed some pounds. Taylor, back to you. Thanks, Alex and Taylor. Close to 3,500 students are graduating from West Virginia University in May, and WVU is trying to give students a little head start from the job search with the career fair. The fair prepares students for life after graduation. Graduating senior public relations major Ashley Offord is taking advantage of the recent WVU career fair.
I'm attending fair just for experience and talking with future employers and just kind of getting my resume out there and networking.
The fair attracts companies looking for future employees, and 1,000 students attended the event looking for jobs.
If I'm a senior looking for, and I know I'm going to be looking for a job in May, and there's 75 employers all in one room. I mean, it's just crazy not to attend.
In this tough economy, Offord hopes the career fair will give her an advantage today while competing with classmates for the jobs of tomorrow.
Right now, there's a lot of people looking for jobs that graduated in previous years that still don't have jobs. So all of us that are graduating now are going out in the field with them also. So it's a lot more people to compete with.
An estimated 2.5 million students are graduating in May nationwide, and with employers only offering jobs to roughly 20% of their classes, students need a career fair like this one to help give them an extra leg up. Target representative Ashley Banky is a WVU graduate who found a job with help from career fairs like this one, and Banky believes both students and companies can benefit.
We get to look to see what students are looking for, and we also get to see if the students that we are coming to find out information from us, if they're a good fit for us.
And with the unemployment rate at nearly 5% for workers with a college degree, Offord hopes she doesn't fall under that statistic.
I think that if you come and talk to people and get your name out there and meet them face to face, you might have more of a chance of getting a job that's of someone who just submits their information online.
WVU has other opportunities for students to seek career help as well, through the Career Services Center or online at Mountaineer Trek. There are plenty of career fairs being held at the end of the semester. Students interested in attending should call Career Services at 304-293-2221 for more information. Taylor, back to you.
I really enjoyed wrestling, and one of my friends said, hey, you know, I'm doing this jiu-jitsu and boxing class over at the gym. Why don't you come down with me? And he's like, you teach me some wrestling, I'll teach you some boxing. And then I came down to this gym, and Will got me hooked and started teaching me some things, and the rest is history. You know, the reason that I think it's one of the fastest growing sports in America is because I think people were kind of de-evolving, and they're realizing like how much the primal nature that they want to see people competing in the rawest forms. When it's two guys in a cage punching each other in the face or trying to break each other's arms, it's more raw, it's more real. When I got started, I mean, my body is a lot worse off than it is now. When I come into a boxing class, I prepare myself. I say, hey, you're going to get hit in the face a lot today, and the only thing that's going to make you better is getting hit in the face and realizing, hey, I need to move better this way. I need to block here. I need to be ready and move better. You get the passion for the sport that you're doing, for competing, for winning, and you know, even if it's the small battles of getting up in the morning at 8 in the morning and saying, okay, I got to go train, I got to go do something that I don't want to do because it's going to make me better. I couldn't hear anything except my heart beating when I was in the cage, and obviously the referee talking to me, but you don't hear anything. The cage door closes and it's boom, and you're in a sound tunnel. I had a huge cheering section. I had a whole bunch of friends there, but like I knew they were there. Like I saw them before the fight. I had talked to them before the fight. I was expressing concerns with them before the fight. My dad actually showed up to my first fight. He didn't tell me he was coming, and he surprised me. And after they raised my hand, I just see him in the crowd standing up clapping for me, and so he was really real proud of me. I think it was a great moment, like, because you're like, wow, like my family's here. This is real. They've seen me do this. There are a lot better fighters than me that are making money for doing what I'm doing for free, that can sit down and they can work on it for weeks and weeks and weeks and months and even years. And I've done well to consider myself on top of that as far as amateurs go. That plaque and those hand wraps kind of signify it, and I remind myself every day that I'm a champion, and that if I work for it, that I can make that stuff happen.
Was that really the first one? That was like, well, no, I think we played at this place called Griff's. Me and Matt played there, and Evan too with Fletcher's Grove, like the 3-piece acoustic, and like there was like the walkway to the bathroom was in front of where we played, and so that was how small it was, and somehow we were like, you know, we fit 5 people back in that little area.
Yeah, and that, you know, we just had like mostly our parents there.
Yeah.
A couple friends would come and help us.
Like all of our friends weren't even old enough to get into the place.
Yeah.
Like we weren't old enough to get into the place.
Yeah.
So, but they had it. We played like every other Wednesday for like a year or two.
It's not like we said we want to be this kind of band. This is just kind of what happened.
I would say, like, especially in our scene or our genre, that like we have a lot of diehard fans that will travel and like they come out and support like a lot of shows. And
I think like the scene that we like and what they like us. I think it's just good music. I think it's just people that they like people that can improv. They like really good musicians, and I think that's the type of people they might call hippies nowadays. They're really just diehard music fans.
Yeah, like trying to describe people, I'm like, we make people dance for 4 hours. Yeah, I mean it's definitely like high energy and stuff.
Yeah. Somebody told us, like they like us because we always have the same amount of energy for even the smaller shows. I mean, of course, when we have these big shows like 1, 2, 3, it gives us a lot more energy and it's a lot better and it's a lot more fun to play.
I mean, half the time I sing and play like with my eyes closed, so it's like I'm not watching the crowd.
I mean, we're just doing what we have to do. Like, we have to play for 5 people. Hope, next time we'll come there, they'll bring their friends. Hopefully, they liked it that much, and that's how we've gotten this far so far. We've played for 5 people, but then we build it up.
And Morgantown, we couldn't even get into Pleasant Street like a year ago, and now we're selling the place out.
It was just like a week long. We had to pay by the hour, so we don't have the most money in the world. So we kind of rushed through things. I feel like, if I'm going to be with the band for the next few years, I feel like I'm not going to be able to have any major plans. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm wanting to just keep with the band. I just want to be able to eat and sleep somewhere. Have a bed to sleep on and have money for food and to have fun. And then hopefully I'm with the band and we're making other people have fun.